we have a different gallery. The previous one is still running, but this one is new one. It has more space. In the VR version, it actually has also lake. It's over there. Unfortunately, you can't see it, but if you looked at the video that I was sending before, you could see the beautiful view. And second thing that we have new is music, which is awesome because Blake Hotz from the Hotz House, I hope I'm saying it right, he's bringing one of his boys from his stream, and he's playing his playlist. So it will be a nice start of the whole show, and we get to still wait a couple more minutes before we officially start. We already have some people here, and we get to hear that awesome music. And I think it's also just like perfect combination because this guy that's called let me see if I got right. Yeah, it's here, Weitenberg. He's also a young emerging artist just in the audio scene. So let me go in and let's hear some cool tunes before we start. I'm trying to turn my life around. I will make it up to you. I will make it up to you. Making up for lost time. 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 Won't let you lose my time no more. Making up for lost time. Won't let you lose my time no more. Making up for lost time. Won't let you lose my time no more. Making up for lost time. Making up for lost time. Won't let you lose my time no more. Making up for lost time. Won't let you lose my time no more. Making up for lost time. Won't let you lose my time no more. Making up for lost time. Won't let you lose my time no more.
Now reach your destination.
Hey, yo, Mr. Palm Beach. It's me, Lil Funny. I've been trying to call you, but I keep getting this voicemail, so I thought, let me just talk into the voicemail, then you might probably hear it. Listen, I've been watching your stream on Twitch, and I've been watching how you play this Apex, bro. You're killing it, I'm just saying, but the world needs to know about Lil Funny. I mean, if they don't know, they're missing out. Call me back, man. My number is 06, bro.
Good morning, world! I'm hot. I'm jalapeno, I'm hot. I'm jalapeno, I'm hot. I'm jalapeno, I'm hot. Hot, 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 hot. I'm jalapeno, I'm hot. I'm jalapeno, I'm hot. I'm jalapeno, I'm hot. Hot, hot, hot. Girls, They love me. They wanna touch me and they wanna hug me. And girls want me. They say I'm lovely and know I'm so funny. And I put the D in your alphabet. I make your mountain go avalanche. POV, I'm the cameraman. Flow so sick, call an ambulance. Yeah, I met this girl from Miami. Hey, she had a beautiful friend. Oh, she said that she is from Paris. I said, je parle français. Oui, oui, je parle français. Oui, oui. Comment tu t'appelles? Je ne sais pas comment mère. I'm hot. I'm jalapeno. I'm hot. I'm jalapeno. I'm hot. I'm jalapeno. I'm hot. Hot, 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 hot. I'm jalapeno. I'm hot. I'm jalapeno. I'm hot. I'm jalapeno. I'm hot. Hot, hot, hot. I'm burning on fire. It feels like I'm stuck in a dryer. I just got fired. I told my boss I'm too hot to be crying. Work, work. I don't got time for that. I just got 4 likes on Instagram. Don't need a job, you can have it back. I'm in the club, I don't give a damn. Ladies, let me hear you say yeah. Yeah. No fellas, let me hear you say no.
Okay, thank you everyone. Thank you for particularly to Blake for bringing us this awesome music. Some cool vibes before we get started. So that's awesome. Unfortunately, Blake has some issues with the mic, so he will not be able to join us. You can see him all over the text chat. So that's awesome. You could also saw a couple of links to this beautiful soundtrack, and for sure I will be posting some more stuff about what Blake is doing with his kind of artists, and hopefully next time on our next show we will have Blake around as well. So now let's get started with the main guest, and that's Laura. You can see her as the avatar in the middle at the right place, and she's called Choose This Moment. And let's go to the stage, and everyone, because this is spatial sound, or this application has spatial sound, so keep close so you can hear us what we are talking. Also be aware of your like zoom and camera, because if you zoom too far out you will not be able to hear our artists or me, well, most importantly the artist. So let's move out to the stage and let's get started. Thank you, Blake. You are the best. Thank you so much. Yeah, I will go and talk to the people around so they know that we are starting, and let's get going. Hi, Ultralord. We are starting. Come to the stage. Hello, visitor. Welcome. Come to the stage so you can hear us. It has spatial sound, so you will be able to hear us from over here. And I think we are prepared. And so let's get this party started. Laura, are you here with us? Laura, are you here with us?
Hi.
Hello. Yeah, of course.
Can you hear me?
Yeah. Of course, when I was now talking for like 5 minutes, I had my mic turned off. But unfortunately, fortunately, it was okay for the guys that I'm recording it, and everyone here is super smart and was able to get what's going on. So yeah, I hope. Over there in the back, two sisters make NFTs, and user 913884 can hear us. If not, come closer to the stage. Awesome. So, wow, today we have a lot of people. Uh,
Yeah.
that's awesome.
I'm very nervous.
Yeah, you don't need to be. It will be great, and especially when we had this awesome start with music, and well, more people are coming. Well, that's great. Cool. So, could you maybe tell us in the beginning a little bit about yourself? Who are you? Where are you coming from? Before we jump into the art and the beautiful artworks that we have around us.
Yeah, of course. Well, first of all, I want to thank you, Artific, for having me here in your beautiful gallery and for the opportunity to present my work. I have to tell you that I love so much this pink style of clothing because it really fits well with the mood of my work. So, thank you, and thanks for everyone that took some time to be here. I'm gonna tell you a little bit about myself. First of all, my English is not the best, so I'm sorry if I make any grammar mistakes. I will try my best to make sense. So yeah. So my name is Laura, and I go with the name of Shoot This Moment on my socials. I'm 32 years old and I was born in Mexico, and I moved to Argentina in 2013. And my journey with visual arts began actually very recently on March 2019. So I am going to tell you a little more about my background and how I ended up doing visual arts. Um, since I was a kid, I was passionate about art. I took painting classes, piano, ballet, and I think this had an influence in what I'm doing now. And I graduated from marketing, and of course, this also had a big influence because creativity. Plays a very important role in this career, and you have to always be thinking outside the box. So that's why what I try to do with my art, to think outside the box. And throughout my career, I learned a lot of the graphic design tools like Photoshop, Illustrator, also took photography classes. And then I started to work in the marketing department of a technology company in Mexico. And my role was more of the business side of marketing. Like I had to create marketing plans and executing them. But at that time, I worked really close with a creative agency and graphic designers. And I actually wanted to do their job and be more involved in the creation of visuals and branding. So that's when I started realizing that I love visual arts, you know. Um, so then I decided to move to Buenos Aires on 2013 to expand my knowledge in graphic design, and I took some courses here, and I just fell in love with Buenos Aires. So I decided to stay longer and got a job opportunity as marketing coordinator, and I've been working there in this company since then. And yeah, since I moved to Buenos Aires, I got very inspired because this city is full of art, and everywhere you go, there is a lot of street art. And before the pandemic, I used to go to a lot of galleries. There is beautiful architecture here, and also the sunsets here are one of the most beautiful sunsets I have ever seen. So I became very passionate about all these things, and I got into photography and started to take photos of everything: sunsets, clouds, minimal spaces, windows, doors, anything really. And I decided I had to create something with the photos I took, because I had a lot of content on my hard drive that I didn't do anything with it. So I wanted to create something with that, and that's how I began creating surreal scenes with my photos. In 2019, it's when I decided to create an Instagram account to document my journal into visual arts, and I started challenging myself and to try to create pieces to post every week, and I haven't stopped since then. Um, and now I have 30,000 followers on my Instagram. Like, I never imagined I could really reach that number. So I'm really super thankful with everyone that's been supporting me, and all the good friends I have made. And I have the opportunity also to work with very talented musicians to create covers for them, and also been selling prints and merch of my art. So yeah, it's been a lovely journey, and that's a little bit about my background. Sorry if I talked a lot.
Yeah, it's awesome. It's awesome introduction. Yeah, I like when people are prepared. That's great. And also, it's already quite a journey. And it's not that you just started doing art when the NFT came, which nothing wrong with that. But you already have a lot of experience before, right?
Hmm. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so far maybe for yeah, awesome story for sure. So maybe could you tell us something or for how you feel the difference between what you are doing before NFT and how you see the NFT space, and is it different or is it more or less similar?
Well, yeah, it's quite different. Uh, I mean, I joined recently in the NFT space. It was in February when I joined, and I didn't have a lot of knowledge in the NFT world. I started learning about crypto art on September, October last year. And it was very challenging because I didn't know a lot about how it works, all the dynamic. I was used to just post my artwork on Instagram, and now I have to like switch also to Twitter to interact with the community. So it's been a very cool journey, but it's been very overwhelming. I mean, there's been a lot of uh, learning process. Uh, it's um, it's been very overwhelming, but excited at the same time. And yeah, like right now I'm working in a company, so it's kind of very hard to have time to also be promoting my art on Twitter, because I had to start Twitter from zero. Like I already had um, my Instagram account, which I had a lot of following, but in the people that are on Instagram, they don't know a lot about NFT. So in Twitter, I had to like start from zero. But yeah, it's been a quite difficult journey, but I've been learning a lot and making a lot of connections, really good friends, and I've been loving the space.
Yeah, I saw. Well, I'm following your Twitter journey since like these for about 6 weeks. When I joined, you were actually one of the first people that I met on Twitter, if
Mhm.
I can tell it. And well,
Yeah.
you are growing there incredibly fast. But also, yeah, I heard this a couple of times before, and I think it can give a lot of new artists in the space sort of hope, uh, because it feels like even people that are established and have big Instagram followings know when
Mhm.
they are coming to crypto art or for NFT art, it's sort of new beginning for everyone. So we are starting with just everyone from the same starting place, and yeah, some might have bigger experience than others,
Mhm.
but the journey is for everyone the same. So I think it's quite a great equalizer.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I love about uh, this space, is because we have like the same opportunities. It doesn't matter the following we have. I mean, it only matters the art we do, and all the connections we're doing. And yeah, it's been great.
Okay, could you tell us a little bit more about the inspiration of these different serial places, because you actually make different sort of arts, but because of
Mm-hmm.
this particular gallery, we picked pieces that fit here the best. But as sort of exception, or it's
Mm-hmm.
also serial, but it has different
Yeah.
feel to it. It's this fridge Primavera, which is different, and there are other artworks that you create that are
Mm-hmm.
just
Yeah.
not the same theme.
Yeah, well, I like to create surreal scenes with a very ethereal atmosphere, like places that can only be seen in dreams. I love to incorporate elements like stars, clouds, moons, especially the crescent moon. I find the moon, it gives like a very delicate and aesthetic touch. And I find a lot of inspiration actually in sunsets and the sky, the space, lo-fi music, minimalism, geometry, nature. And with my art, I try to give a feeling of calmness, tranquility, and positivity to the viewer. Um, so yeah, I when I watch a sunset, like I feel very relaxed and calm, and that's what I want to translate into my artwork. This like emotion of when I watch a sunset. And you will see that most of my work have pink and purple tones. I think that's very notorious when you go into my Instagram feed. That's because I'm inspired by the tones of sunset, and I see my Instagram as like an eternal sunset. But I'm also trying to experiment with other tones, like Fridge Primavera. It's like I used light blue, so because I also love the tones of the sky. Um, so yeah, I've been trying to experiment a lot with different tonalities, but mainly it's inspired by sunsets.
Ah, interesting. I probably made good selection for where I put the red one with the sunset just behind you. So
Yeah.
it's really wonderful. And when we are looking at the serial artworks, usually there are a lot of. Are you okay? Something.
Sorry.
Yeah. I heard something falling, so I just everything is okay.
Yeah, I'm having a problem with my battery. I'm trying to. I hope it doesn't disconnect.
Hopefully
Uh,
not.
yeah, yeah. What were you saying?
Yeah. So for in serial artworks, usually there are a lot of different symbols that can mean actually different things for different people, at particularly different things for
Mm-hmm.
different artists. So when you are mentioning the sunset, the crescent moon, we have a lot of clouds around here as well. So could you tell us a little bit about the symbology? Or is it something that everyone should discover for themselves?
Well, I mean, for me, it can mean something, but I like that people find different meanings in my art. For me, it's all about peace, about happiness. Like I'm a very positive person, so I try to transmit that with my artwork. That's why I put these pink tones that are very relaxing and um, about like adding the moon. It's just I feel it adds a very magical touch and a very aesthetic. So yeah, for me it's all about seeing the world in a positive way. That's what I want to transmit with my work.
Right. Yeah, that actually quite nicely connects to another topic that I would like to talk with you, and I'm talking about it with every artist, and it's the NFT community, which I
Yeah.
think is quite unique. Also, maybe a little bit different rules apply there than in other digital places, or maybe even the real places. How do you look at the NFT community?
Well, I think the NFT community is really supportive. I've been making a lot of good friends in this space. I think everyone is very talented. So I really love opening my Twitter and seeing a lot of artworks of different styles. It's very inspiring what everyone is doing, and I admire the work of everyone. And yeah, it's been very beautiful to see when people are supporting each other. Um, like when I started, I didn't really understand at first the NFT space. Like I was very confused and didn't think anyone would collect my art. Like I didn't it didn't make sense to me at first, and now I am also collecting artwork. So I don't know, I just and I'm seeing other friends collecting art, so it's beautiful because everyone is helping each other, and we are all sharing the same passion and going through the same journey together and growing together. So it's been beautiful, the community here in the NFT space. Like it's the most supportive community ever. Like really, it's incredible.
Oh, it's quite nice that you also became a collector. What was your
Mhm.
motivation? Why did you do that?
I just saw art that was very, for me, touching and inspiring. So I just decided to start giving back to the community, and it felt great. I mean, I didn't think it felt that great to start collecting, but it can be also addictive. So I'm trying to not rush myself, but because I would like to get a lot of pieces out there, but yeah, I need first to sell more of my pieces to start collecting more.
Right, right. And were you able to buy something already?
Yeah, I got three collectibles so far. Um, I got my first one was a troll.
Ah,
uh, because that was I used to have a lot of trolls as a kid, so it was very, I don't know, I just find it kind of cute, and I wanted to get that one. And I also got one of the aesthetic boys is the name of the collectible, and recently I got a unicorn. So
oh,
yeah, I
awesome.
just like to get some cute collectibles, and I was also trying to beat on foundation. I found an artwork that I really love of a really talented artist. It was a very surreal artwork, and I beat on it, but unfortunately I couldn't get it. So I will try next time.
Right, right. Yeah, I know the feeling. I was like really worried when I bid on your fridge Primavera that someone will
Yeah.
outbid me because it was like okay, it's like 0.25 for this beauty, and actually the your Genesis piece that is behind us, the big one, it was sold for 1 ETH and others also like
Mhm.
quite high. So I was like, okay,
Yeah.
I have no chance of getting this one, but I was super lucky.
Yeah, like I'm very thankful that you got it, and it's so exciting that it can be here in this exhibition. I'm very thankful.
Yeah, me too, me too. Yeah, I think this is actually quite interesting about the NFT community and about the valuation of art as well. I actually wasn't thinking about it before, but now when we are talking about it, I th like usually for the people that buy art are buying, yeah, just like big collectors, and they're
Hmm.
sort of setting up the price, what's good or also value what's good and what's bad, and yeah, just and when I talk to for a lot of people from physical world art, it's also quite closed community But now with the NFT art, we have like very open, very interactive community, and now
Yeah.
we have a lot of artists that are becoming the collectors, which I think it's not usually a thing in the physical art. So there might be some interesting changes in valuation of art. What do you think about it?
Yeah. Yeah, it's crazy. Like I said, I never thought I would become a collector. Like I was just like, no, I'm here just to try to sell my art at the first, and then my point of view changed completely because I understood like the value of art. And for me, right now, I just want to collect. Like I'm not seeing to like an investment. Like I just find these pieces that I've been collecting very inspiring to me, and I have a connection with those pieces, and I really want to have them in my collection. It makes me happy to just watching at them, and makes me happy to also support other artists.
Yeah, I think that's exactly the big change that's maybe going to happen in the valuation and in the perception of art, because when other artists start value art uh, based on their aesthetics, not about the perceived future value or investment or this sort of things. I think it has potential of changing the whole space for the better. Oh,
Yeah, totally.
awesome, awesome. So maybe could you at this point, because every one of these pieces is quite different, so maybe we could do it this time a little bit differently, and we could start going piece by piece and connect it a little bit to your maybe point of view, or just what's going to come up. So could we start with the one next to the browser?
Stardust.
Yes, Stardust. Yeah,
Which should we go there?
yeah. Let's go there, and so that everyone can see it up close. Let's get everyone a little bit time to figure out the controls.
No, I'm not really good at managing the controls. I don't know.
Oh, you're doing fine. You're doing fine. Okay, so I have the shot, and you have the word. So tell us about this one.
And what we can see in is a stardust being generated and going into the universe to form stars. So as you can see, there's like a door that leads to the universe. So in this piece, for me, the stardust represents our dreams that flow until they become a reality. I try to create this infinity loop that represents the idea that one should never stop dreaming and never stop believing in themselves. Um, I love creating surreal scenes in minimal and geometrical spaces and transform into surreal scenes. The original image, this one I actually took it myself, and was of an interior of a museum.
Wow.
This was one of the first pieces that I listed on Foundation, and yeah, I really love it. I really love the effect that it gives um, of the stardust flowing into the space, you know. I like to add at the end of my artworks these animations to give them life, so the viewer can have like a better experience. I have been doing a lot of animations with my artworks, but some of my artworks are static, but with this one I thought it would be great to show like this flow, and so people can understand better the concept. But of course it can have a different meaning for everyone.
Yeah, it's look awesome. We are getting also some really nice feedback from people here. And yeah, also for people watching on my Twitch, I'm running a lot of programs together, so the animation is not perfectly smooth, but for sure you can see it on foundation of Laura and get it like really smooth. I know it's getting better. Yeah, but yeah.
Yeah.
And you were mentioning about and also before about giving this like motivation to the people, or for just to transfer the positive feeling that you have about the piece or about the world in general to the viewers of the art, or to the collector that collects the piece. I think it's very interesting, and like definitely like art is sort of a message, or a vessel as the message that the artist try to communicate to the world. But still, I think this is like very interesting concept, and well, maybe not everyone watching is artist and takes this as like obvious, but could you tell us a little bit more about this? How you look at it? Because maybe a lot of people just know, I don't know, like motivational speakers, or motivational quotes or something like that, and never looked at a piece of art in this sort of way.
Yeah, for me, with all my pieces, I try to give like a positive concept. Maybe it's not very obvious, but I just try maybe with the motion and calmness that it transmits to give some peace and positive vibes. Um, so yeah, I tried that most of my artworks have like a very calm and very chill aesthetic to try to transmit this sense of peace and positivity, and to view the world in a different way, in a very positive way.
Yeah, that's wonderful, and especially when we connected to what you were saying about the NFT community, about collecting, about the changing of this value perception in the community. We put it together with this as well. I think art then has like really potential of becoming uh, like something that can change the way how we think about things, and do this like positive change that we would all like to see. So maybe not just not alone, but maybe it could be for an important contributor, especially if we are looking at piece like this Stardust.
Yeah. Yeah, I hope you guys like this one. It's one of my favorites.
Yeah, and also for one of the the later ones, right? It's quite recent, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah, it was made last year
Oh,
actually,
okay.
but yeah, it's recent. It's a recent piece.
Yeah, maybe I just myself saw it recently. Okay, let's move to the next one. This Cloud Island, right?
So yeah, this one is Cloud Island, and I just wanted to create an island in the sky, very far from everything. This piece is all about isolation and finding beauty in isolation. I created this piece during the pandemic while being isolated for a long time. So the idea behind Cloud Island is how isolation can help us look into ourselves and discover new dreams and passions, like invest more time in doing what we love and learning new things. So the cloud in here represents those dreams that are growing and those passions. Um, so yeah, that's the concept behind Cloud Island. And I wanted this piece to be very, very minimal, very aesthetic looking, and yeah.
Yeah, I've really loved the reflection in the water that's there, or it's sort of in the skies, but still there's a reflection like in the water.
Yeah.
So it looks amazing.
Yeah. I like that reflection that forms.
And you mentioned that symbolizes his dreams coming through or growing in us. Are there any like aspirations or dreams that you have or that you've yeah, uh, something that you would like to achieve? You already achieved a lot in the community in a very short period of time, but is there something else?
Well, yeah, I mean, well, all this time that we've been in the pandemic, like here in Argentina, we've been with a lot of restrictions, and I've had a time to
Laura, we lost your audio. Others, can you hear Laura by any chance? That it might be a problem on my side. Sorry guys, we have some technical troubles. We usually manage to sort them out. Maybe if Laura lost her battery as she was mentioning. Okay. You can hear me or just can yeah, you can hear me or you can hear Laura or you can hear both. Yeah, you can hear me. Yeah, yeah, and, but yeah, we can't hear Laura unfortunately. So I will try to write her in different channels. Yeah, I will. I will reboot it as always. Something comes up. Okay. Yeah, it's the thing with the awesome tech. Sometimes it's broke.
inspired by the colors of the sunsets, like the pink hour, and this is basically what the that's why I do this artwork with those tones, because I'm inspired by the sunsets. But yeah, I've also been experimenting with other tones like throughout my journey. Like before, I was very inspired by vaporwave style and lo-fi, so my tones were more like purple and pink vibrant tones. And but now I'm very inspired by these pink purple tonalities. So yeah, that's why here in this exhibition are mostly pink and pastel tones. But if you go in my Instagram, there's more variety. But yeah, I like to keep a consistency in the tones I use for a while, so that my theme in Instagram looks more like aesthetic.
Yeah, awesome. So appears the problem was on my side. I hope you can hear me at this moment, right?
Yeah, we can
Yeah,
hear you.
yeah, perfect. I guess you could hear me before, but I couldn't hear you, and so everyone else on the Twitch. But yeah, everyone here could hear you. So well, let's be it motivation for people that couldn't make it to the live event here, because if you would be here, you would hear everything. No, you missed a part. But yeah, so let's maybe move to the next piece, because there was still a lot to talk about.
So yeah, I don't know if everyone can hear now.
Yeah, let's give them a little like
Okay.
couple more seconds so that they figure out the controls again. Leave the dreamy world of the Cloud Island and get here. And yeah, no, I think we are ready. So tell us about this beautiful sunset.
Perfect. So yeah, this one is called La Vie en Rose, or Life in Pink. For this, I wanted to create a beautiful romantic sunset with a very relaxing mood. So yeah, this obviously is about seeing life in pink and having a positive attitude towards life. And as I said, sunsets are my main source of inspiration. And every time I watch the sunset, it allows me to just disconnect from the daily stress of life, and it makes me feel so calm and in peace. So I try to transmit that feeling to the viewer with this piece. And this one actually, there is no moon, which is very hard for me to not put a moon in the artworks. So this one, I put a sun, and I just wanted to put this ray, like long rays in the sun, to make it more surreal.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
Yeah, I think this is actually an ideal piece to talk a little bit more about your technique. So how do you do a piece like this?
So first of all, I try to find the perfect image that I want to work with. Like I first find like the base image, and then I start adding these elements into my pieces, like the stars, the sun, clouds sometimes. And to achieve these tones, actually, it's an experiment. Like, it's not like I only use one gradient. I really do a lot of experiment in the process of my work, like adding different sunsets into the piece. Some of the sunsets I add in the piece, I take myself. So I try to make a blend of a lot of images and a lot of gradings to achieve the perfect tone that so the mood that I want to transmit is there. And yeah, I mean, my Photoshop file ends with a lot of layers, and it's actually very messy. But at the end, I try to like have this minimal look in my piece, and very aesthetic, clean look into all my pieces.
Right, and but these are actually not just one photo. Those are at least two, right? One for the lake or sea, and one for the buildings.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's a collaged composition of the buildings and the sea, and I also add more images to achieve the perfect tone. So I combine sunsets to create these different tones in my images.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I like how in the windows you can see the sea. It's like see through, but still it feels like a window. So it's some really cool level of detail there.
Yeah.
And
Thanks.
how do you make it move? So is it video? Isn't it just one picture?
Yeah, I use another software to make the animations. So after I complete the image, I use the software to animate and add the movement to the water, sparkles, and the stars moving.
Wow, this is really interesting because yeah, I could see it totally in the like reflections, the stars, and these sort of things. But animate still picture of sea and make it look like it's moving and it's like real sea. And here it's even like infinite loop, so you can't see any. Uh, like beginning or the end. It's just infinite. It looks
Yeah,
incredible.
it's infinite. Yeah, I hope with this piece it gives like calm to the people that are watching.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. And I actually like first time I've always look at this picture. It almost looks like a door. I know that those are like two buildings, but sort of looks like a door and like it's opened in some way. And then you look at it better and okay, the doors are buildings.
Yeah. Yeah, it looks like I completely agree. I'm also like passionate about doors and this like architectural type of buildings. Like so yeah, in most of my words you will see like doors, windows that leads to somewhere else, some dreamy place.
Awesome. Yeah, we have here today Sadian. He'll probably ask some questions about the architecture. He's very keen in that way. Let's see. Okay, let's move to this big one. Your Genesis piece, probably, right?
Yeah, that one was the first piece. Yeah, this one is called Up to the Sky. First of all, the original photo is an elevator. It's a really wide elevator. So when I saw this one, actually, I also took this one in a museum. I fell in love with it, and I had to use this photo for an art. So, yeah, some people didn't really notice that it was an elevator, but yeah, I just wanted to mention that this was an elevator, and I wanted to create this surreal, dreamy place. This dreamy elevator that take you to the sky. I wanted to be very aesthetic and girly. So the concept behind this one is about escaping reality. Sometimes like we find ourselves trapped in situations that we just want to escape and go somewhere where we feel safe. So when you enter this dreamy elevator, it will take you to the sky, and where you like are far away from your problems, and you can find peace and happiness. And yeah, here in this piece, the chandelier represents finding the light in the dark situations. And yeah, as you mentioned, this one was my Genesis piece. In Foundation, it was my first NFT ever, so it is very special to me because with this one, it's how my journey began in the NFT space.
Yeah, like always when I look at it, I have this feeling of like breathing. It's breathe in, breathe out. I don't know. Is it weird?
Yeah, I actually understand because of the movement and the clouds. It gives like maybe that feeling.
Yeah,
Like
it's
I
like
like to hear what you guys think and what represents to you. Like
yeah,
it's awesome.
it's like expanding and then it's going down. So it has this feeling. Yeah, it's like so really interesting. And yeah, I like the elevators that you have. We have these like really ugly. Well, nothing interesting about them, and also tight. You have like really cool elevators over there. So that's for
Yeah,
sure
that
plus.
one elevator was taken in a museum in Mexico. Uh, that photo is old, actually. And yeah, I was just very attracted to this this space. It was really big, and people would look at me weird when I took photos of the elevator instead of taking photos of the art. I was just like, oh my god, I need to take a photo of this elevator. It's really great.
Yeah, well, they had no idea what are you going to create.
Yeah.
It's pretty awesome. Okay, let's look at this special piece that's different than the others, and it's actually the beginning of a series as well. There's already
Yeah.
second one. Yeah, I think everyone is sort of close, so I think I can start.
Yeah, this one is called Primavera, and it's the first piece of my series of fridges. So Primavera, it means spring in Spanish. Um, it's very special to me having this exhibition here because Artific was the collector of this one, which I'm very thankful, as I said before. And yeah, I named it Primavera for obvious reasons because you can see vegetation.
Ouch. Again, sorry guys. I don't know if we are don't have a perfect day here for audio. I'm pretty sure that it was me again for some reason. Oh, let's quickly get back there. Ah, you can't hear her as well. So this time, so you can't hear her as well. This time it's not on me. Okay, okay. But you can hear me, right? Yeah, awesome.
I can hear you, but I can't hear her also.
Yeah. Laura, if you can hear us, just restart the browser. It should work. Yeah. Let's give her a sec. Yeah, she's doing it. And yeah, I hope you like it. It's the first one we are doing it.
It's very fit to this gallery.
Yeah, thank you. I like
The colors are really pretty much the similar, and the work is really nice.
Yeah. Well, actually, Laura gave me the idea of
Mm-hmm.
going for a pink building.
Mm-hmm.
I thought because she's one of the first artists that I've met on Twitter, and we agreed on doing the exhibition. And I was saying, okay, I will be doing this new building, the lake house, so I could actually do it maybe just in the beginning to fit your artwork. And then I actually like it so much that I will keep it in this little bit crazy tone. But as Laura said, it's the color of optimism, and
Yeah,
all,
although her works are pretty enclosed and much of it inspired by the pandemic and the isolation, I think it's kind of a feel-good work.
yeah.
She returned.
Hello,
Cool.
we can
We
hear
can hear
you.
you.
Perfect.
Oh, perfect. So you couldn't hear anything that I said?
Only for 30 seconds, maybe.
Yeah. So maybe start from the beginning.
We know that
Okay.
it's called Primavera.
Yeah, it's Primavera, which in Spanish means spring. And yeah, as you can see, I added a lot of like vegetation and butterflies flying inside the fridge. And this actually represents like staying positive during tough times. So that's why, because the tough times are like it's represented by the cold fridge. So yeah, that's the meaning behind this one. It's approaching life challenges with a positive outlook.
Yeah, what was the idea behind? So you have the butterfly on the right hand side. Yeah, that makes sense. But then on the left hand side, you have like wings of the butterfly that are attached to the like this pipe part of
Yeah.
the elevator. It looks so cool. Is there like what was the idea? How did you imagine to do something like that?
I just wanted to include like different type of butterflies, like not just one type, so it makes it more like um, attractive. Um, so yeah, at first I was just thinking of putting the butterflies flying, but then I just wanted to have more kind of butterflies to add it more life to the piece.
Yeah, it's also because for me it's because the other things are like we have a fridge and we have a life
Hmm.
in the fridge that's growing in the fridge. But this is that actually the fridge is becoming the life. You know,
Hmm.
I don't know. It's probably weird. Everyone thinks I'm weird, but yeah, I see it like this.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, it's also like I see beauty in everything, so that's why I like just a common object. I try to make it look beautiful. So I just wanted to try with the fridge how it would work, and to put some life inside the fridge. And I really like how it turned out, and that's why I'm creating a series of fridges. And I also have another one that I just
Quick
recently
question.
dropped on foundation. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm looking at the one that you recently dropped, the last cloud. Um, are the it seems that the images of the fridge that you use are always the same. Is that correct?
Yeah, I'm with this series. I'm using the same fridge, and I'm adding different things inside the fridge. But yeah, for this series, it's going to be the same fridge.
Yeah, it's really good how you managed to show the same image in different atmospheres very good, and the coloring of the last cloud and of the spring inside of the fridge are very different. So I was looking at both at the same time and I realized it's actually the same image. They
Yeah.
look amazing, and the both aesthetic is really nice, and the atmosphere that you bring is different, and yet it looks really professional and it tells the story very nicely.
Oh, thank you so much. I really, I'm really happy that you like it.
Awesome.
Both of them, also the Primavera and the Cloud, have a special story. I actually saw the Cloud first. It's the concept is amazing to like preach the cloud and save it for some other time, and with the small moon above it, that's like a perfect story. And now I'm
Mhm.
seeing this spring inside of it, which is like the same image but a different story. It almost feel like the change of seasons. So I think this the work you're doing is very very good, very professional, and you're keeping like the professional level in all of them. Yet the theme is different.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Yeah, so that's actually quite interesting. I haven't thought about it. So, is this series of fridges going to be inspired by seasons, or is it just coincidence, or is it secret?
That's actually, yeah, it's a secret. No, for now, I've only made two. But yeah, actually, now that you say that it's like it looks different seasons, it's actually like opening my mind to maybe.
This is actually
Uh,
Art and Coffee exclusive
Yeah.
reveal of the season.
you guys are giving me good ideas for this series.
Awesome, awesome. That's perfect. That's perfect. So it's even better than I imagined it would be because I wanted to you to share with the artist, but no artists
Mhm.
giving you the idea. So it's full circle. It's always beautiful.
Yeah,
Perfect.
exactly.
Like normally we have five pieces, but in this one I put the one bonus one that's on the other side of the fridge. So let's go there and tell us a little bit about it as well.
Yeah, actually, this one hasn't been dropped yet, but I don't know if you guys can hear now.
Yeah, let's give them a sec. Uh, We probably lost a couple of people on the way, but
Yeah.
still, I think it's worth it to talk about this one because I really like it. Yeah, so far, tell us.
Yeah, this one is called Dreaming in Purple. And I just, it's like about lucid dreaming and just waking up and finding this portal to a different dimension, like dreamy place. Um, so yeah, this is like about dreams. Almost all my pieces are about dreams, but yeah, this one actually also I took this photo in a museum. Almost all my photos are taken in museums. But yeah, I find this one very like I love this architecture, this very minimal architecture, and I thought I needed to do something with this one. I and give it like a more ethereal, dreamy atmosphere.
Yeah, I think it must be like really hard to have the glass railing, but keep it like basically remove what was there before, but keep it semi-transparent and put the background that's new there. How long does it take you to create a picture like this?
Well, in every picture, it's very different. Sometimes it can take me like 2 hours. Sometimes I can start an image and just leave it and start the other day again. But yeah, it can take from 2 hours to like days. Because I try to experiment a lot. So it's not like when I start working on my image, I know what I want the result to be. Like I experiment a lot. I try to do different combinations of like blendings and gradients, and it's all this experimental process takes me a lot.
Yeah, I'm
And this
sure.
one actually, the sky here in this image, I was also took this one from the airplane, but I changed the color of the sky to purple because I like purple. But yeah, these are two of my favorite images blended together.
Yeah, but I really like the seams because they are seen but not seen. That it creates like this entrance to another dimension. Yeah, looks awesome.
Yeah.
I love it. Okay, so yeah, we are coming to the end. So does anyone has any questions that they would like to ask Laura? We already had Satyan, or maybe someone else. But before they,
I couldn't find
yeah,
my mute button. I just wanted to add one more thing here. I can't see artist's avatar, so I hope she's near. I like the work you did. Most of the spaces you took photos of are very simple, like fridges or staircases or anything that we can find in real life anywhere, and you really made a special atmosphere out of them. So, and you said that you were inspired by sunsets, which is amazing. They inspire us all, I guess. Some of us notice it, some of us don't. But I wonder, do you choose the images or do you experiment more on them and then see what comes up, or like browse through the, I don't know, SD cards that you have with a bunch of images and then just experiment, or do you like, I need a staircase and then you just go through staircases that you have and the clouds that you have?
Well, yeah. First, I have an idea of the base image that I want to do. Like sometimes I want to do like elevators, other time fridges, and first like I have a clear idea of what the base image that I want to work with, and then it's where the experimental process begins of playing with different images to blend together and to achieve like the perfect atmosphere.
It's really nice how you this is one of the work that's I'd say inspired by isolation, that expands this like the small confined space that we were all in. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, thank you for all of those. They're really nice.
Thank you for your comments, and thank you so much for the time that you uh, for coming here to the exhibition. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you for coming. I think we all learned a lot. Is there anything else that you would like to say? We talked about so many things, but I want to give you a chance if we forgot about anything.
No, I think we're all good. I think I've said a lot of things. I hope that I made sense. I was very nervous for this exhibition because it's the first time I do this, and I'm very conscious about my English. I haven't practiced in a while, so yeah, I was very nervous. I hope that I made some sense with my explanation about my work, and I hope that you like it and find it very like inspiring.
Yeah, I think as well. Yeah, I think we have many, like much more avatars than we can see because I can currently can see just possible. But I know you
Uh,
are here,
yeah,
invisible, some way. But it's okay. It's okay. We have actually a question from Possible, Danny. What which program are you using for the animations?
actually, the animations it's not like my main like I don't use like sophisticated software for these animations. It's called Motion Leap. In It's actually on mobile, but I just do these animations to add an extra to my work.
Mhm.
Like these animations are not like the main part of my work. Uh, like I just wanna to make clear that what I want people to view like the static image as the main work, and I just use this software to add more life to the image.
Mhm.
But I actually I'm actually trying to learn more about using Adobe After Effects, and I'm actually want to learn Blender uh, because yeah, I want to um, learn new things to be able to create all these visions that I have in my mind, and yeah, want to perfection my skills.
Oh, so we have a lot to wait for in the future. Well, there will be some really cool stuff going on in the future.
Yeah, I'm actually trying to learn Blender, and because sometimes with images, with photos, it's a little bit hard to have my vision there. Like I know, like I have some other cool ideas that I want to do, but sometimes with photos, it's like I find a limitation. So that's why I want to learn Blender and to be able to create everything that I want.
Right.
So yeah, that's my next challenge.
Awesome. So fingers crossed that you've get through it in the same way that you went through all other things, and you will create some beautiful art as you did at these exhibitions, and in your profile that people can actually see if, like in their regular browser, or they can even use this virtual browser, click in Word, and you will get to Laura's foundation page, and you can browse there like that, and
Yeah.
just interact with it as you want. But yeah, you can do it, of course, in normal one as well. So a lot of beautiful pictures you can see here from distance. It's many more than it's just here And there are other pieces that, as you see, this one hasn't been dropped. Some others that are on other marketplaces as well. And yeah, so there's a lot to see.
Yeah. Now I'm in dropping more on foundation, but I also have dropped 2 pieces on known origin. One already sold, and I have another one there. And on OpenSea, I have my cloud collection because, as I said, I love to take pictures of the sunsets and clouds. So I am also working in that project for OpenSea, posting my cloud collection.
Awesome. So thank you very much. Thank you for
Thank you.
coming. It was great experience. Great talking to you. We all learned a lot, and thank you for sharing these beautiful artworks with us.
Thank you so much, Artific, for this space, and I was happy to share my work with everyone.
Thank you, everyone, and have a good day. Goodbye.
You too. Thank you. Bye.